Hello and welcome to another episode of the Adrienne Ross Show, where sports and culture connect. First of all, I hope you had an absolutely fabulous Christmas, doing the things that make you joyful on the holiday where Jesus is the reason for the season. I hope you ate good food, had good company, chilled out, whatever it was that would make your day special. I hope that was the case for you. And I hope you celebrate Christmas, the joy of Christmas, that is, every single day of the year. Speaking of the year, wow, we are almost done with this one. 2024 flew by. At least it did to me. I don't know. Did it seem fast to you? I tell you what, they weren't lying when they said the older you get, the faster time goes. But before 2024 ends, there's another award, another Athlete of the Year honor for Caitlin Clark. Another honor, as if she has not racked up a plethora of honors in 2024. We're not going to let the year go by without this one. This one comes from the Adrienne Ross Show. Caitlin Clark is the Adrienne Ross Show Athlete of the Year. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. You're not going to have to wonder, well, how did Caitlin Clark get that honor? I'm going to tell you how she got the honor. But first, I'm going to ask you, if you've not yet subscribed to the Adrienne Ross Show, please do so. How about that for an end of the year challenge? I challenge you to commit, to hit the button and subscribe to this channel. I also challenge you, if you've not checked out the second channel called Adrienne Ross Squared, where we're squaring off from A to Z, go on over to that new second channel. Check out the welcome video. That'll give you an idea of if Adrienne Ross Squared is for you. So, yeah, that would be great as we end 2024. Now, on to Caitlin Clark and the Athlete of the Year honor. So, let's talk about what has separated Caitlin from every other athlete this year. And we're talking about college as well as in the professional arena with the WNBA. First of all, I got to say this. It took Caitlin Clark to bring me back to the WNBA. I am someone in the early years of the WNBA, as you know, if you follow this channel, I was tuned into the WNBA. I was a huge Houston Comets fan. I loved the big three of the Comets. I loved Cynthia Cooper, who, as far as I'm concerned, is still the GOAT. I loved Cynthia Cooper, another C squared. I loved Cheryl Swoops. I loved Tina Thompson. I loved Jeanette Arcane from Brazil, who could do absolutely everything. Just put her in there and she would fulfill the role. It was the Houston Comets show, 4 straight WNBA championships, the first 4 in the history of the league. But I went away from the league. And honestly, I kind of tune in here a game, there a game, everywhere, a little game here, there, not much at all for many, many, many years. And when I set my eyes on Caitlin Clark in her collegiate career, toward the end of her career, saw some in her junior year and then some in her senior year, just was so excited to come back to the WNBA. I'm like, I'm following this girl back to the WNBA, was there for the draft, was there for the preseason, and the rest is history. And here we are with the Adrienne Ross Show, where the interest in Caitlin Clark, this is also a testament to why she is the Athlete of the Year for the Adrienne Ross Show. My channel was, I had to rebrand the channel because the demand for Caitlin Clark content was so amazing. And it's because she is Athlete of the Year caliber and people saw it long before she stepped on the court to play a professional game. I was hooked. I thought it was going to be wonderful. I thought it was going to be all, hoopla and just excitement and fun and competition, all that. And it wasn't long before I found out this is not the league it was when I left. And coming in during Caitlin Clark's arrival on the professional scene certainly made it something that I did not recognize from back in the day. But nonetheless, I'm here, and Caitlin Clark brought me back here. Someone, myself, who played basketball, who coached basketball, who watched basketball, and yet Caitlin Clark brought me back to the league. That's huge because I left, and then you had then it became this woke thing, and people don't want to be on the court for the national anthem and all this stuff that I really couldn't stomach. So a game here, a game there, but not a fan of the league anymore. But I am now not necessarily a fan of the league because I find the league to be toxic. But Caitlin Clark brought me back to watching the league. And in so doing, I found that there are lots of other players who are worth watching. And so here I am. So that is the Caitlin Clark effect. And the Caitlin Clark effect is part of why she's Athlete of the Year. I have an Iowa jersey. I have a Fever jersey. I've got Caitlin Clark ball, and I got another one coming. Oh my goodness, you're going to love it. It's for Christmas, but the ball hasn't arrived yet, but I do. Anyway, we'll unveil that one when it comes, but it's the Caitlin Clark effect. And so she's Athlete of the Year there. But now let's get into some, before I get into some statistics and all that, let's get into some other reasons why she is obviously the Athlete of the Year. I've never seen in a lifetime of being a part of sports, paying attention to sports, I've never seen anyone have to endure what Caitlin Clark has had to endure. I alluded to it already. I didn't allude to it. I said already the league is toxic, and yet she has handled herself with amazing class. Yeah, she's a baller. When she gets on the floor, they'll tell you from college to professionals, she doesn't have a problem talking a little bit of trash. It's competition. It's in the game. It's never over the top. It's never in terms of dealing with opponents. She'll give it to the officials for sure. But she steps off that court and she is just the epitome of class. She handles the media well, which is a skill that a lot of people just don't have. I've never heard her say a negative thing about even the people who have been negative towards her, who have treated her in a way that she does not deserve to be treated. And yet she handles it with incredible restraint and grace, and even refuses to either admit or believe that some things have been done with the express desire to hurt her or to send a message in a way that is over the top. And yet again, full of class, even when I don't agree with everything she says, as we've been talking about with the Time article and all that. I have to say, nonetheless, class, grace, in addition to talent, being media proficient, to say the least. It's, like I said, the Adrienne Ross Show Athlete of the Year. And I have never seen a player guarded the way she was guarded. I've never seen a player who has to people expect her to say certain things about other players. People have placed upon her a burden that no one else has had to carry. And when I say a burden, I don't mean it's a burden to say good things about players, because she was already doing that, has been doing that. And I have no doubt intended to continue doing that. That's not the burden. The burden is whatever you say, it's not enough. And people are trying to downplay you. People are trying to cast you in a negative light, a light of racism, a light of your fans being racist. Just a whole. There's been so much. It's been the full gamut. And yet, to continue to carry yourself the way she has, I cannot think of any other person who has had the ups as well as the downs and handled it the way she has and kept it together and excelled with all the stuff against her. I've never seen it. Athlete of the year, the character I see. And I pray that she will continue to excel and not allow the toxicity to become a part of who she is, or having to go on an apology tour, or giving in to what everyone is demanding of her. That's my hope and prayer for Caitlin Clark. As of now, she's done a great job in the midst of it all at 22 years old. Just phenomenal. Having said those things, I'm ready now to get to some of the numbers that she has put up, some of the awards she has won. And I'm going to start with college, and I'm going to go to ESPN. And this isn't all of it. I felt like every time she stepped on the court, professionally, she was breaking a record. She was setting a record. But these are some of the things I'm going to go through rather quickly. I'll share the screen with you so that you can see it, starting with college for her senior year, the 2023-24 year, and then we'll move into the WNBA. So again, you see we're here with ESPN, and this is her senior year. So I'm going to go through this rather quickly, as Caitlin Clark is being honored here on this show as Athlete of the Year. She was named preseason Big Ten Player of the Year in college. It's college year. Unanimous AP preseason All-America selection. And again, I said unanimous. She became Iowa's all-time leading scorer. Achieved most 30-point games by any man or woman in Division I in the past 25 seasons. Shared the Sporting News Athlete of the Year honors with Angel Reese of LSU. Became Big Ten's all-time leader in assists. Something that a lot of people didn't realize. We were just thinking the three-point shot. We found out pretty quickly what a passer she is. So became the Big Ten's all-time leader in assists, became Iowa's all-time leader in assists. So Big Ten and Iowa. Broke Big Ten Player of the Week conference record. Broke Big Ten all-time scoring record. Became Division I women's career scoring leader. Broke Iowa's single game scoring record. Became all-time leader in points among major women's college basketball players. Set Big Ten career record for three-pointers. Set NCAA single season record for three-pointers. Became all-time NCAA one men's and women's scoring leader. Unanimous Big Ten Player of the Year. Who else? It's unanimous. It's like the Athlete of the Year honors. Unanimous. Named first team All Big Ten. Achieved the most three-pointers in a single season by any male or female Division I player. Became the first Division I women's player to score at least 1,000 points in 2 different seasons. I'm going to speed it up here. Became career leading scorer in the Big Ten tournament. Named most outstanding player in Big Ten tournament. Achieved most points in single season in Division I women's history. Passed Tamika Johnson for the most career assists in NCAA tournament history. Passed Diana Taurasi for the most career three-point field goal in NCAA tournament history. Tied Courtney Moses for the most threes in a game in NCAA tournament history. Became the first player in NCAA tournament history with 3 career 40-point games. Passed Taylor Robertson for the most career three-point field goal in Division I history. Named Albany 2 regional most outstanding player. Won Naismith Player of the Year for the second year in a row. Won AP Player of the Year for the second year in a row. Won Honda Sports Award for the second year in a row. Come on, somebody. Won United States Basketball Writers Association National Player of the Year for the second year in a row. Achieved the most points in a single quarter of an NCAA championship game. past Shamika Holsclaw of Tennessee. Coach Pat Summit, we love you. Past Shamika Holsclaw for the most career NCAA tournament points, won second consecutive Wooden Award, won third Nancy Lieberman Award, became the third player in Iowa program history to have her jersey number retire, which is coming up in February. Wow, won second consecutive James E. Sullivan Award. This is Caitlin Clark's 23-24 year. This is her last season there. Wow, I'm like out of breath from just that. College. She is the Adrienne Ross Show Athlete of the Year. Let's go on to her professional accolades, records set, records broken. I'll start with what the WNBA had posted. So here we're talking about an unprecedented season, first season of her professional career. It says the list of accolades runs long for 2024 WNBA Kia Rookie of the Year, Caitlin Clark. In year one, she shattered records and etched her name in the history books as one of the unparalleled players in this league. I'm going to say the unparalleled player in this league. Just going to help that. As the English teacher, if I had my red pen, I'm going to have to cross out these superfluous words. All right. Caitlin Clark, historic rookie season. This is just some of the stuff. I think the word is that it's 62 records she's broken. Here are some of these accolades. She recorded the most assists in a single season, recorded the most assists in a single game, became the fastest player to reach 300 career assists. Let me speed this up. Recorded the most assists per game by a rookie in a single season, became just the third player to average 8+ assists per game in a single season, youngest player to lead the league in assists per game, became the first player to lead the league in assists and three-pointers made per game, made 122 three-point field goals, the second most all time and the most by a rookie in a single season, became the first rookie to record a triple-double, ranked first in points per game, assists per game by a rookie. I paused there a little bit because she also was the second, talking about the triple double. She's the first rookie to record it. She's also the second rookie to record it. Let's just say she's the only rookie to record it. And maybe I don't think they say that. So I want to make sure I say that. Okay, so again, ranked first in points per game, assists per game by a rookie, ranked third in rebounds per game by a rookie, scored the most points by a rookie in a single season, led the Fever to franchise records in points per game, assists per game, and assists per game, and three-pointers made per game. Set a Fever franchise record for three-pointers made, points scored, and double doubles. Only player to record 750 plus points, 300 plus assists, and 200 plus rebounds in any 40-game span. Wow. Totaled 8 20-point, 10 assist games, the most in a single season. Just so you know, if you didn't realize some of this stuff, it's not just rookies, it's records, period. It's accolades, period. Phenomenal. Athlete of the year, without question. It's just, I don't know that you could have written it. I guess I was going to say, I don't know that you could have written it up any better. I don't know if you could have imagined it any better. Remember, she came into the league with, there are levels to this thing and the whole thing. She's not going to come in and dominate. You understand, she was being guarded a lot. Starting off, even in preseason, she was being guarded 94 feet. She was getting double teamed, triple teamed. She was getting blitzes. She was getting flagrant fouls on her. She was getting all of it. So to end, considering everything she went through, if she had bombed her first season, if she didn't do so well her first season, we would be like, well, look at what all she was up against. But now we got to go, she was up against all that, and she still took care of business. It's not just took care of business. She bought the business. Okay. It's just absolutely worthy of all the honors that she has received. And she has done so much to bring attention to this league. It's sad that there's been so much negativity as a result. Something that, like Lisa Bluter said, people need to chill out. and give her a break because she is making it easier and better for everybody. So let's look at some more WNBA records that ESPN put out as well as I wind down. So here at ESPN, we see where it says Caitlin Clark has taken the WNBA by storm. Following a record-breaking college career, Clark has had a dazzle debut season as a guard for the Indiana Fever. Here's a look at professional accolades. So I'm just going to run through this really fast because there's so many, but nobody's going to be wondering when they leave this show, this video, why is she Athlete of the Year? In 2024, professional career, named AP's Female Athlete of the Year, named Times Athlete of the Year. Hey, I'm just going to add this here. Named the Adrienne Ross Show Athlete of the Year. Haha. First rookie since 2008 to be named to All WNBA First Team. 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year, 2024 WNBA All Rookie Team, most points by a point guard in a season in WNBA history, most double-doubles by a rookie guard in WNBA history, most points by a rookie in WNBA history, most assists by a rookie in WNBA history, first WNBA rookie to record 2 triple-doubles, first triple-double by a rookie in WNBA history, and first triple-double in Fever history, first player in WNBA history to be named Player of the Month. First player, not just rookie, first player in WNBA history to be named Player of the Month and Rookie of the Month in the same month. Come on now. First player in WNBA history with 20 plus points, 15 plus assists, and 5 plus rebounds in a game. Player, not just rookie. 4-time WNBA Rookie of the Month. Wow. I mean, listen, the season is not even that long, okay? Wow. 3-time Eastern Conference Player of the Week. WNBA rookie single season scoring record. WNBA single season record for assists. Again, some of this stuff is not just about rookies. It's period, guys. WNBA single season rookie record for assists. WNBA single season rookie. Can I say that faster? WNBA single season rookie record for 3-pointers. WNBA single season turnover record. Got to throw that in there also. But you know what? I'll take this any day if we can get all this other stuff. All right, we can get all this other stuff. And listen, with the turnovers, again, the ball is in your hand most of the time. At the beginning of the season, you had players who were not catching her passes. They'll even tell you they had to catch up to where she was and all the pressure that she had on her, and a coach that had trouble not trying to dog Christy Sides, but couldn't figure out how to make some things happen, how to free her up in some ways, and those will get better. But when you take risks, sometimes you've got some issues here. She'll admit to them. I'll admit to them. But I don't want to. What is it that Jan Jensen said? You kind of want to rein her in, but you don't want to basically don't want to. You never want to kill the fire. You know, I don't remember how she said it. I did a video on that. So anyway, yeah. So she's a WNBA single season turnover record, WNBA single game record for assists. That 19. I remember that game. Set franchise record for most double doubles in a season with Indiana Fever. Set franchise record for most 3-pointers in a season with Indiana Fever. Set franchise record for most career 10 plus assist games with Indiana Fever. Fastest WNBA player to reach 100 3-pointers, and she did it in 34 games. Most assists by a rookie in WNBA All-Star game history, 10. That was a fun game as well. That was another one where they had Kelsey Plum face guarding her all the way down the court. 9th rookie to be named a WNBA All-Star starter. Only player with more than 700,000 votes for the WNBA All-Star game. Most All-Star game fan votes ever. The only player, rookie or otherwise, period. Fastest player to reach 350 points and 150 assists to start a WNBA season, regardless of the years in the league. No matter how long they were in the league, she's the fastest. Wow, 20 points, 3 assists, 2 steals, and 10 turnovers in WNBA debut on May 14th. There's those turnovers again. I expect that to get much better this season. Coming up, number 1 overall pick by Indiana Fever in 2024 WNBA draft on April 15th. Wow. Guys, you got to say wow. You got to say wow. Because what Caitlin Clark has managed to do it's just phenomenal. And every basketball player has got to look at that and go, she deserves every honor she gets. She's earned every honor she gets. And I believe We've seen her at her worst. this is the floor. She's still going up. She's still getting better because she's got the drive to do so. And I believe with a good coach, with Stephanie White, who's very familiar with Caitlin's game, who knows how to coach, who's bringing in other people to be that support staff for her. You saw how excited Keith Porter, the new player development coach, was. He left Connecticut. That's where all he's ever known. He said, I walked away from all of it to be able to coach Caitlin Clark and to be able to be with these fans of this league. She is unquestionably athlete of the year. Every person who appreciates basketball, who knows basketball, has got to say, yeah, well, I know what Kennedy Carter has said. What else besides threes does she bring? But we found out. You shouldn't ask the question. Maybe that was a dangerous question to ask, because we quickly found out. Every person who enjoys basketball has got to say, this girl's got game. If for whatever reason you don't like her, you still got to say, this girl's got game. I used to tell people, like my students, we talk basketball, and I would say, hey, you know what? When it comes to Michael Jordan, please don't ever say that again. Please don't say, he garbage, man. Yo, he mad garbage. Yo, he mad trash. I said, it only makes you look like you don't know basketball. Say you don't like him, but you can't say he's garbage. He can't, because the numbers don't lie. And I didn't even get, as far as athlete of the year, I didn't even get into the viewership, the ratings. I talked about purchasing merch myself, or receiving merch for presents. But I didn't even get into the merch, the economy, how she shifted the economy. I didn't get into the traffic in Indianapolis or wherever she goes. Or Sheila Johnson, owner of the Washington Mystics, who didn't want Caitlin to be athlete of the year for time and said it should go to the whole league. I didn't even get into the fact that 31% of her attendance came from both games with Caitlin Clark. The Caitlin Clark effect is why she's athlete of the year, both on the court and off the court, both in athleticism and in character. Without a doubt, athlete of the year 2024. You can chime in the comments. You can like and subscribe also. That would be much appreciated. I will catch you next time, God willing. God bless you abundantly.